Hello everyone, I am Duke and in today's video we will be exploring the lore for the heavy mechanized infantry of TrenchCrusade. If you're new to TrenchCrusade or its lore then welcome, and for my returning viewers, which unit would you like to see the TrenchCrusade team release lore for next? If you enjoyed this video please consider dropping me a like or sharing it with a friend, and with that out of the way, let's see what this new lore has in store. Crafted from Orichalcum steel, machine armour, much like the anchorites, is all but indestructible. The armour can even survive a direct hit from enemy ordnance, meaning that only the most powerful weapons or strongest demons are able to dent the armour and endanger the soldier within. Due to the Orichalcum steel used in making the armour, it is far lighter than it otherwise would be, but it still requires incredible strength far beyond that of a normal soldier just to move in these walking tanks. To aid this movement, the articulated joints of machine armour are ingenious feats of craftsmanship and engineering, allowing far greater ranges of motion and mobility for the soldier within. Newer models even incorporate diesel engines and the latest innovations in hydraulics, allowing some of the strain of movement to be taken from the wearer. However, due to the orichalcum steel it is made from, once a suit of machine armour has been crafted, it is incredibly difficult to modify. And this left a difficult problem for the faithful nations, because while the armour may be near indestructible, the soldier within it is not. And on the occasion that something catastrophic were to happen to a machine infantryman, the suit will still be salvageable, and while they cannot be smelted down or reforged, they can be repaired. So what exactly was the issue that this created? Well, the suits of armour are so important and difficult to manufacture, they have to be passed down from fallen soldier to new recruit, and where one soldier would fit the armour perfectly, another may be mismatched or misshapen to the war gear. So the solution? Well, since they could not reshape the armour easily, they could reshape the soldiers within. After all, flesh is a cheap commodity in war, and orichalcum steel is rare and expensive. To find new recruits that will take up this armour after a soldier has fallen, the Mentalist Order sends monks into orphanages. With the offer of increased pay, glory and the chance for vengeance, they are never lacking volunteers. Many of these same children have lost entire families to the war, and the propaganda of the faithful nations has made them keen to seek vengeance at any opportunity. In their search for the perfect candidate to take on the armour, the Mentalist Order leaves no stone unturned. They care not for social status, ethnicity, gender or nationality, and will take any who are willing to undergo the gruelling process of chemical enhancement. The only requirements that the monks look for is that new recruits are willing to take the fight to the enemy, have sharp minds, and their bodies are capable of withstanding the serums and chemicals required in their enhancement. After testing for any negative reactions to the chemicals they will endure, and establishing the recruit has the levels of tolerance required, the child will be administered holy smoke. This enables their bodies to grow in size, becoming strong and durable, enabling them to move forward in the armour while weathering a hail of gunfire. Their bones become denser, fast-twitch muscle fibres increase in number throughout their bodies, and they grow muscular and strong. Fed on diets of huge amounts of protein alongside chemical and hormonal enhancements, the recruits tower over most soldiers by the time they reach their mid to late teens. As their aggression increases, this is kept in check by the careful use of holy smoke and opioids, and they are taught spiritual and technical knowledge through intensive courses. Alongside their schooling, the recruit is given a demanding regime of physical and martial training to enable them to become a true weapon by the age of 18. Most children will fail the test they have to endure. Often they have violent reactions to even the smallest amount of holy chemicals, or they lack the mental acuity needed to understand the advanced weapon systems and operate the armour. Should they pass the test though, they will be named as an aspirant, but their training does not stop here. At 18, before being allowed to wear the armour in combat, they are sent into the Levant on long-distance patrols and missions to raid enemy trench lines. Taught to use a wide variety of weapons, the aspirant is tutored on the front lines by veterans. As they fight with these brave soldiers, they will learn how to kill an enemy with any weapon from a humble trench knife to the most advanced ranged weapons and anything in between. Within the armed forces of New Antioch, the standard military doctrine is that the machine infantry will carry the heaviest weapons as they advance through the battle. These are truly walking tanks, bringing fire support to stormtroopers who advance through enemy trench lines. When the machine infantry are threatened by swarms of enemies looking to bring them low, it falls to the shock troopers to support the armoured giants and clear their way. Many suits are built with specific roles in mind, and while many may carry heavy machine guns for heavy support, there are other roles the machine armour can be used for. Carrying thick ballistic shields created from alternating layers of aramid fibre mesh and layers of orichalcum steel, some of the machine infantry are specialists in close quarters assaults. These men and women will be taught how to best use heavy shotguns to clear enemy trenches and how to advance under heavy fire behind their shields, like the inevitable force of the Lord made manifest. There are even some super heavy variants of the machine armour developed by the Crown of England. This was born from the necessity of repelling naval raids on their shores, and these formidable suits form a mobile coastal battery. This wall of orichalcum steel that the English military can deploy holds back the heretic navy, even in the face of far superior forces, long enough to give the Crown the time needed to mobilise its defences. These super heavy suits are so effective in their role that New Antioch keeps a permanent garrison of English troops ready and waiting to smash anyone foolish enough to attempt to breach the walls of the city. With a wide range of roles assigned to the infantry from trenchline raiders, tank hunters and heavy fire support, it is crucial that the aspirant learns how to use every weapon available to them. By the age of 19, the aspirant is either a corpse or a legitimate veteran of war. At this point they are deemed worthy of wearing their designated suit of armour. Mere weeks after their armour's previous owner has been killed in battle, the aspirant becomes the new owner and officially joins the ranks of the machine infantry. With so many mental and physical changes wrought on the aspirants in such a short space of time, it takes an incredible toll on their mental well-being. Many feel dissociated from a rapidly altered body that no longer feels their own, becoming increasingly uncomfortable outside of their armour due to the stares and whispers that result from the sight of their deformed physique. Many of the machine infantry will take on a war name, usually to honour the very first owner of the suit, and their birth name will be recorded on their dog tags, or known only by their closest friends. As we have already noted though, not every aspirant is fit for the armour they have been assigned, so while it is hastily being repaired after being recovered from the field, the aspirant is prepared and made to better fit the proportions of their new suit. Their bones are broken to better establish and adjust their length to the armour, and amputations are regular. The limbs are replaced with advanced works of artifice from the House of Wisdom, artificial limbs capable of handling the recoil of powerful weapons that would shatter their bones upon firing, even with the prodigious strength and assistance of the machine's hydraulics. Once made to fit their suit, they are sent into the thickest fighting, and by the age of 21, many are a decorated veteran of war. If they survive to the age of 30, they are held in such high regard for their length of service, acts of heroism, and veteran status that the Duke of New Antioch calls them home to join his personal guard. The personal guard of the Duke are even gifted new suits of machine armour, the famous ducal winged armour. These experimental suits are able to take to the skies, flying high above the battlefield, much like Duke Constantine himself. When any of the machine infantry fall in combat, the church will go to any length to recover the suit and return it to service. Heavily armoured specialist recovery vehicles will be dispatched to the Levant to recover and repair the armour as quickly as possible to make it ready for a new occupant. The remains of the fallen soldier will be buried in a mass grave named for the original bearer of the suit, and their birth name will be engraved on bronze plates by the Order of Remembrance. These bronze plates will be taken for safekeeping and stored in military chapels around the faithful nations, and over the years many of these chapels have grown into vast vaults dedicated to remembrance of the fallen machine infantry. There is even a story told in the barracks of St. Michael in New Antioch. According to the rumour, every year on All Saints' Day, Duke Constantine VI dresses in a disguise so he can visit the Chapel of Remembrance and read the nameplates of all those who have fallen in service to his personal household infantry. Whether this is just a story told from soldier to soldier in the ranks of the machine infantry or is actually true is unknown. Perhaps whether or not it is true isn't even important to the men and women who tell it, searching for meaning and comfort as they acknowledge the weight of the final sacrifice they are expected to make for the sake of the war. Which brings our exploration to the lore for the heavy machine infantry to an end for today. If you'd like to learn more about the forces of New Antioch that use these mighty war suits, click the video link to your left. Alternatively, to continue your journey on the channel, click the video link to your right. For discounts on your hobby supplies, check out my affiliate links in the video description. And with that, I'll say thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon.